that chain. I welcome you here today on the program Transforming Lives, Global 99.5. I'm broadcasting live from the studios on this wonderful Sunday afternoon, and we're talking small business. So I'm inviting those of you listening to share the link. Tell folks they can go onto YouTube channel, Uplifting Men, Transforming Lives. They can go to Transforming Lives Facebook page or David Williams. Watch us and join us via Facebook. Also, they can click on the TV, cable TV 974. And while you're in the kitchen washing those dishes, you can be tuning into this program and hear how your life can be transformed. So I say, and if you're in the radio, Global 99.5, if you're in the car, sorry, that's the station to tune into right now. You're going to get some good insight, some good tips about starting your small business. Also, I want to remind you of a number of upcoming events. The Grantstown Seventh Adventist Church having a Bible seminar, which begins tonight at the Grantstown Seventh Adventist Church. So I just want to remind you of that. You could go down, be a part of it. It will be running, I think, for the next 2 weeks. We're going to ask our technician, Pastor Williams, to play an ad for us. Pastor Williams, can you get that ad ready? And then also, there's a program coming on. Jackie and I will be on it next week called the Dove Awards. And we're asking you to be a part of that program. Also, you can WhatsApp us your name and number. WhatsApp 4336914. We already have 2 winners. And so this is the final week. All you have to do is WhatsApp 4336917. Give us your name and your number and say, Dave, put my name for the drawing. And perhaps at the end of the show, we'll be able to call that name. Okay, at the end of the show, we'll be able to do that. And that's a free ticket to support Jackie and I at these ceremonies that we're being honored. Pastor Williams, are you able to go to those commercials now? Let me know, please. I hope you're able to go to those commercials now. And so until he bring it up, I'm encouraging you to be a part of it. We're talking small business today, okay? And so I want to hear from many of you. I have 3 guests, and the others can give their contribution and their experience as we talk about small business. Okay, getting that commercial together for us. Part to Life Evangelistic. Go ahead, Pastor Williams.
The Part to Life Gospel Campaign is coming October 16, 2021.
There will be great gospel preaching, singing, prizes and surprises just for registering. Lives will be changed, even during these pandemic days.
No need to leave your homes. We will be live on Zoom and Facebook. Please, don't miss the Part to Life campaign with Pastor Samuel Miller.
October 16th through 30th, 2021, nightly at 7 p.m., with Tuesdays and Friday nights off at the Grantstown Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Register now online at gtadventist.com.
Okay, Pastor Williams, there's another one I want you to play for me. I already somebody then called me, but I was just saying, WhatsApp it to me, 4336917. Okay, WhatsApp it or text it, all right? All right, 4336917. You don't have to do nothing. All you just give me your name and your number, and hopefully we'll be able to call that winner. That is a ticket, a $25 value to support Jackie and I. We already have 2 persons who have won, Keith Cox and Patricia Wallace. And Pat Wallace, she's actually on now. So in your time, you give your clap for Pat Wallace and also Keith Cox. They are 2 winners, and we just have 1 more ticket available. That's next Saturday, 5:30 at the Church of God, Burnley Road Auditorium to support Jackie and I and a number of persons. We will be honored by the DOVS Award. So I'm just hoping that Pastor Williams will be able to find that commercial for us. And while he's searching it, My guest today is one who has been a mentor in helping me get started in a business known as Sunshine Deli. He was one who helped in putting together the business plan, right? He's well known in the Bahamas for counseling small business. And as a matter of fact, actually, he led a march last year during the pandemic, along with myself and a group of us, demanding that the then Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Minnis, open up businesses because a number of businesses suffered loss during the pandemic, including myself. I am one who, after 8 years, as a result of the pandemic, had to close the business down. So it was a sad occasion, but nevertheless, we know that with God, all things are possible, and definitely we will get back. So I see some persons are calling me on the 4336917. And so I'm saying, just simply send me a text or WhatsApp and say, Dave, put my name down. This is my number. I wish to have an opportunity for the drawing as we talk about small businesses. And so my guest is Mark Turnquest, who is accompanied by his vice president, that's Quentin Sands, as well as his deputy chair, Mr. Keith Dean. And there are also a number of other persons who are part of the small business, and they also will get a chance to contribute and to share in their contribution. So I'm first going to ask Mark, who is the president and the founder of the Small Business Association and Resource Center, SBARC 242. And he wants to talk about, and you're seeing him on the news a lot, importance of the national development of small business in the Bahamas. And so I just want to say to that person, if they can hear me, I see someone trying to reach me. Because I'm on the radio and on the Zoom, you have to WhatsApp me or text me, please. I won't answer the phone, okay? Text me or WhatsApp me, okay? So, Mr. Mark Turnquest, welcome, sir.
Hey, good afternoon. It's such a great time to be here on this Sunday kind of love day. I'm so happy that we have the opportunity to as you as one of our directors at the 242 Small Business Association Resource Center. And let me say some things before we move on. Basically, we was established from 2020 from a march to a movement.
That's correct.
We are legally binded now. And there's some things I want to let people know that what type of organization we are. We are the 242 Small Business Association Resource Center, acronym at SBRC 242. Our vision is that we pride ourselves as being a gender equal, non-political, progressive, and equal opportunities 242 small business focused organization. And our vision is to empower 242 SMEs to rebuild stronger after this pandemic in the future. And of course, our mission statement is we promote, support, and advocate for sustainable development of 242 small business development. And we focus on one of the national development for small business sector. And what driving that will be legislation. And I'll talk to you later on that. A 242 small businesses legislation, which being 15 years in the making.
Okay. Introduce you have your vice president, your deputy chair. Let's hear a little from them.
Mr. Dean? Mr. Dean, I think you have to unmute. Mute.
Yes. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Pleasure to be on this Transforming Lives show today with Mr. Williams. It's a pleasure, along with my other executives here at Small Business 242.
Mr. Sands? Okay, I guess Mr. Sands is not on yet. So let's go. Or is he?
No, he's not yet.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about small business. Let the people know which organization is all about, why they ought to get in a small business, and also share some practical things, because there's someone listening here today, maybe not on Zoom, but on Facebook, YouTube, cable TV, and they're
Now-
thinking about why should I get in small business, or I don't know how to start. Share with them some practical things that they can, when they leave from this radio today,
Right.
you know, they'd be able to say, well, you know what, let me start this, let me do this. Along with your vice president, your deputy chair, they may be able to share some of the
Of course.
experiences that they are having in their small businesses.
All right, first of all, Dave, you know, if you're not a small business owner, it'd be very difficult to make it to a 9 to 5 job. So we encourage, the first thing you need to do is to call me at 427-3640. That's Mark Turnquest, 427-3640, and WhatsApp me. So I can enroll you and to be a member.
Right.
We're doing a membership drive between now and the end of the year.
Okay.
Focusing on high quality people who really want to start a business. But we are structured. We have 10 board members, 7 managers, a host of chairpersons. I mean, we have a lot of people who are strategic partners. And of course, we also have a first 100 days plan. And our 100 days plan is from October the 1st to December 31st, leading up somewhat to January. Of course, we want to meet with the government officials and key stakeholders to advocate for the National Development Plan. I already dropped off the information to the government. I just waiting for them to call me back. And of course, we want the immediate legislation of the 242 Small Business Act next year. And of course, we want a domestic investment model that can empower everybody from the north to the south. We want the whole country to be empowered. And of course, we want, once you earn as a member, we want all our members to be business plan ready. We're going through a training program soon so that we get all our business members to have business plan ready for local and international funding. And of course, very important, and that's what drove us last year to March. We're going to advocate for a comprehensive COVID-19 strategic plan that is favorable to us. Don't just call us non-essential and shut us down there. We need to be open and in a strategic focused manner, you see? And the thing about it, I let Dan talk right now, a couple of minutes. Basically, in order for you to really be in business, you got to focus on one of my major training programs and coaching programs called the 8 Amps of Entrepreneurial Success.
Okay.
Right? Because what I does is to ensure that you go in business or stay in business the correct way. And the model just focus on some steps, the market, which is your market research and who you want to cater to. You cannot go in business unless you have a target market who want your product and services. Not what you like, is what they want, and you want to make it profitable for yourself. So market research is one. The next one is your means. After you do research, then you will determine which resources you need. So you need all type of money, manpower, technology, equipment, and inventory. Then when you get that done, then you can develop a business plan, which is the mission. The mission is to develop a business plan, which have 70 sectors. I do business plans every day, right? It's cheap, $250. All kind of, it's very cheap. So you need a business plan. So after you get your model together, be it online or offline, and then you get the resources, then now you do a business plan. Not before, then after that, you go look at the money. There's a lot of components of getting money. You have loan, you have debt, you have what I call crowdfunding, you have equity funding. You have a lot of different, and you get a combination, some loans, some crowdfunding, some grants. So once you get a plan together, but you got to get a business plan, which will identify those stuff. But then after that is the management. You need a management team, strong background in marketing, operations, finance, IT. You need that strong. Even if you're a one-man band, go and read, study, and go crazy, try and find, or even come to our organization for training. Also, after that, the sixth one is marketing. And this is very important. I want everybody to make a note of this. Marketing is not an expense. It is an investment.
I thought it was an expense. You put me an extra expense.
No, don't worry about it. That's why you go to business and all kind of crazy stuff. You have to find the right target market first, and design your business statement so that when you put money in, you put $10, you get $15 out of it. A lot of people is marketing in the wrong channels. Because they don't know market research, they marketing in God rest his soul, the Punch, where they're supposed to be marketing in the Guardian online or Facebook or they. So you got to find out exactly what the customer want and where they're gonna communicate you to. So that's why I'm a marketing undergraduate. So I tell you, marketing is an investment. The more sensible money you put in it, you get back it. It happens to me every day. And next one is your method. Your method is your structure. You got, don't use only one man band and think small. You got to be big. You gotta go from a small thinking mind to a big thinking mind. That means you got an HR department, operations department, marketing department, customer service. Even if you do it yourself, because when you hire, you get bigger, then you will find how important it is. And finally, measurement. You need QuickBooks accounting. If you don't get QuickBooks accounting in your business, you're gonna lose. So you gotta have a financial plan along with an accounting plan that focuses on your income statement, your balance sheet, and cash flow. Our organization do all of that. So once you contact me, 427-3640, we can connect that. Mr. Dean?
Okay, thanks. Just before Mr. Dean comes, because my brother, the technician, he has to leave. So I just want him to, he want to play 1 or 2 commercials. Okay, so go ahead. Okay, I think he's getting it together now. Apostle Russell, can you just make sure that mic is mute, please?
Small business management.
Pastor Williams, I think he's getting that.
Thank you.
I thank you for another day of
Apostle Russell, Pastor Williams, can you mute all these mics for me, please? As we try to get this commercial together. So while he playing the commercial,
his mic is, he can unmute himself. He's unmuted.
Right, no, right. I'm telling right. I don't want him to unmute now. I want you to run the commercial to me because I know you before you leave.
Okay, we'll have to come back to that.
Okay, no problem. All right. So next you said was Mr. Dean. Let's Mr. Dean, let's share your experience of being a part of this organization, your experience with business. What counsel you would give to somebody listening to this radio right now who decide that they need to get into business or they want to get into business? Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon. And once again, I really am thankful to be on the program along with our president, Mr. Mark Turnquest. Just want to recognize the fact that last year, many businesses in the Bahamas, small businesses in particular, went through almost a drought period.
Yes.
A crisis, which really didn't have to be as bad as it was, but nonetheless, it was a blessing because this association was formed out of that experience. And so the first thing I would recommend to any potential small business person or new small business person is to join the Small Business Association and Resource Center 242. In that way, you will be able to get support. You'll be able to network with other like-minded individuals. And also you'll be able to get specialist technical support that really many members of our board have good experience in business. So I would once again encourage you to join us. But beyond just joining the organization, there are some critical objectives Mr. Turnquest touched on that we have. And
right.
One of the most critical objectives is to get enacted an MSME Act. That's a medium and small, micro, small, and medium enterprises act. Because what we find in the Bahamas is, for example, there are several different government programs that are designed to either support small businesses or medium businesses with technical expertise, some with even financing. And what happens is the MSME Act would synchronize all of the various programs. So one agency going in this direction, the next agency going in the other direction, the other agency going in a completely different direction from those two agencies. So form this MSME Act is critical. And that's
Right.
one of the things that we're advocating for, because what it does, it formalizes the sector. And it says, it gives a definition of what is a small business, what is a medium business. Right now, there's no formal definition. So the banks have one definition. Maybe an agency like the Bahamas Development Bank or BAIC or even the SBDC has another definition. And so what the MSE Act would do is it would define what is a small business. And then it would give incentives, specific incentives for those types of businesses.
Right.
But to get to your question as well, what is I would say a priority for any small business person or person looking to get into small business is to decide, one, what type of entity do you want? What type of entity is best for your business? By entity, we mean, should you be a sole proprietor, sole trader? Or maybe you may want to take on a partnership. Maybe, you may have the expertise in an area, you may have the experience in, say, baking cakes. But then now, when it comes to the operation side of things and the financial side of things, maybe that's not your forte. And so in that instance, you may want to bring on a partner who has the financial means or the financial experience or the operational experience in your business.
Okay, Mr. Deputy Chair, just pause for a minute. Good. I need to have a commercial played because before this person leaves, so I'm going to ask our technician to run the commercial for me now, and then Mr. Deputy Chair, you can continue.
Doves Global invites you to the 4th Annual Dove Awards under the theme Chosen, October 23rd, 2021 at the Church of God, Bernard Road, 5:30 p.m. Tickets are $25. For more information, WhatsApp 428-2455. Doves Global, creating memorable moments.
Amen. So we encourage you to go out and support that. We got another commercial, and Pastor Williams also want to make one. That's next Saturday, this Saturday coming. Jackie and I will be on it along with a number of persons. So we ask you to go down, and you still have an opportunity to win that ticket. 433-6917. WhatsApp me or text me. Tell me you want an opportunity. I don't think we could do the drawing before the show. I know we'll try, because as you know, Jackie is not here today, and I'm managing everything, Facebook, YouTube, everything. Me one trying to, So, but text me it, and then we'll do a drawing, and there's be one person, because we already have two winners, Pat Wallace and Keith Cox. Go ahead, Pastor Village. I think it's another commercial, or you want to share, promote an event.
Yes, good evening, everyone. At the New Angliston Church, we are looking at the Path to Life, Hope for the Final Crisis. Path to Life is still on my mind, but we're looking at the Hope for the Final Crisis. This evening, we start at 7 p.m. with Elder Andrew Hanna, and we go for the entire week. Thursday evenings are off, and then next week, I will begin at 7 o'clock on Sunday evening. So this entire week, we go from Sunday right up to Saturday, Saturday morning, Saturday evening. Thursday is an off night. We'll be streaming live on YouTube as well as Facebook. And then next week, I begin with the same series for different topics. So you're all invited to the Angliston Church on East Street, or you can join us live on Zoom. You'll see the ID there. You have the YouTube. We'll be on YouTube as well as Facebook. So Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, or in person, anyone, you're invited to join us. May God bless you. Look forward to seeing you this evening. And that's where I'm running off to right now.
Okay, thank you. Can we play the grandstand commercial before you go?
Okay, let's set up the next guest and then I will come in with the commercial.
Okay, good, no problem. So as we will continue with Deputy Chair. Deputy Chair, you want to continue to share until you can come in with the commercial. I don't know if the Vice President is on yet.
I'm not sure, but nonetheless, so we were saying that one of the key things that you as a prospective small business owner must decide what is the best type of structure for your business or the best entity. And we said that you may want to be a sole proprietor, a sole trader. Yes. In that, you know, I want to control my business. I ain't got no time to be going to anybody to help me make decisions or tell me what decision to make. So I'm gonna go by myself. And then if you lack maybe you have a strength in an area of operations, but you may lack strength in finances or another aspect of that business, you may want to consider partnering with somebody. Someone who may have the capital that you may lack or you may need. And then of course, the final type of entity will be the limited company, which may be recommended for many small businesses. And of course, for that, you would need to consult an attorney. Someone called to the Bahamas Bar who can help you incorporate that company. Yes. And so a limited company has an advantage in that you protect yourself from your personal assets from liability, because in business, you're gonna go into contracts and you're gonna go into owing various outsiders from time to time. You may have to borrow money from the bank, or you may have to, to get credit from another business. So a limited company may be a good advantage for someone who's looking to protect their personal assets, their personal investments. So, in answering the question of what should be the first consideration, I'll just take it from that perspective. Mr. Turnquest talked about the plan aspect, which is critical. And I'm speaking about the entity, which entity is best for me. Sometimes we go into business as a sole proprietor, and that years down the road, something happens like COVID-19 pandemic, and we can't get into the business. The business is shut down because of some lockdown situation, and we can't make money.
That's correct.
At the end of the day, then creditors after several months decide, you know what, we understand the pandemic is going on and all of that, but we need our money too.
That's correct.
Maybe a limited company may be best after this pandemic experience for many potential small businesses. So you may be in business now as a sole proprietor, or you may have a partnership. You may want to think about, you know what, let me consult my attorney, let me consult my lawyer, and let me get an incorporated company to give me a little more protection.
Okay, thank you. Pastor Williams, are we able to go to that commercial before you leave?
The Part the Life Gospel Campaign is coming October 16, 2021.
There will be great gospel preaching, singing, prizes and surprises just for registering. Lives will be changed, even during these pandemic days.
No need to leave your homes. We will be live on Zoom and Facebook. Please, don't miss the Part the Life campaign with Pastor Samuel Miller.
October 16th through 30th, 2021, nightly at 7 p.m., with Tuesdays and Friday nights off at the Grantstown Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Register now online at gtadventist.com.
Yes, so we're encouraging you to go down and be a part of any of these campaigns. Tell them you heard about it on the radio program, the show with Dave Williams and Jackie Gardner. And just you get Pastor Williams or Pastor Samuel Miller and tell them you want one of those free gifts that they're giving out. And they will say, why should you get one? What make you think you're entitled? And say, oi, I came because Dave Williams told me from the radio program. And on that basis, they will present you with one of the free gifts. I won't tell you what it is, but believe me, we all could use one of those free gifts, nice gifts. So you could go down. So folks, we're talking small business today on the program, Transforming Lives. Now, this program is a program where we seek to share information, right, about life and the transformation that take place. Of course, as you know, and if you know anything about me, you know, I always believe the greatest transformation that can take place is when one give his life to Jesus Christ. I'm not talking about a church or denomination. I'm talking about your relationship. If you have your relationship with Christ and I have mine, I can't question you. You can't question mine. So we're not talking denomination. We're talking about a relationship with Christ. Amen. But today we're talking small business. Our guests, Mark Turnquest, Keith Dane, Quentin Sands. And I'm going to ask them to share a little more. And then I'm going to open it up. There's some other persons on this Zoom who may want to share their experience. Mark, tell them how they can be a part of it, what they hope to accomplish. And then persons may have questions that they want to ask you. And there are other business people I can see here also who want to share their experience. So is Quentin here? Quentin, if you're here?
I think Quentin is not here. I think he has some challenges and reference to some things. That's
no problem. So Mark, I'm going to briefly allow you to share for a few minutes, and then I want to open it up. Let's get the input from some of the other persons. They may have questions they want to ask you. Go ahead. So go ahead, Mark.
Well, basically, my team and I is focused. We are into advocacy. We want to change the way business is done. If you have to march again for the Small Business Act, right, we have to do it because it's something that really, really, really is important, right?
Right.
And we doing it for everybody. We're doing it for the whole Bahamas because I found that as a constant traveler doing my services through the Family Islands, a lot of Family Islands, especially in the Southern District, I mean, they doing bad in reference to small business development. We got to go down there and help them in reference to some structure. And the Small Business Act will look at every area of the 242. You could reach me by making note of this, write this down, the Journal Organization. You can WhatsApp me, 427-3640. That's 427-3640. I will send you an application form to fill out to be vetted. Also, you can email me, mark@turnquest@gmail.com. Don't forget, it's mark@gmail.com.
Thanks. And so, folks, because we know we only have an hour, we recognize you have time. So what I want to do right now, allow you to unmute your mic and give your input for small business. There are other persons who wish to give their input, or there may be a question you might want to ask Mark or also Mr. Keith Dane. So it's open now to give your input. Okay, folks, don't be shy. This is your time now. Any question you want to ask them or you want to share the challenge you face with your small business, I'm going to call my good friend. And since nobody want to speak, we call her poetess Myra Allen. Myra, share with us your business and some of the challenges you had or having. Talk to us, Myra. I'm trying to get Myra. Is she still there? Okay, I don't know. Maybe she's not here. Okay, I see a hand. Apostle Clement Russell. Go ahead, Apostle. Unmute your mic. Apostle Clement Russell, can you unmute your mic?
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, we got you nice and clear.
Okay, a blessed good afternoon to everyone. I want to commend Mr. Mark Turnquest and his team.
Yes.
For the vision to fulfill a need.
Yes.
It needs to be very clear when we have national needs. When you look at the position of a business, its position in extension. So with the small businesses being crushed as they are now, it limits our extension for development.
Okay.
And remember, it's the position of accessing finances.
Yes, that's
Money.
correct. Money.
Money answereth all things. So we have to see the seriousness now. Whenever
Apostle,
Yes.
you just said something powerful. That's the Bible. You just said just now. Money
Yeah,
answered
money.
all things.
Yes.
Sometimes we
Yes.
Christians believe we so spiritual. We forget that that's a part of the Bible. But go ahead. Sorry
Yes.
for the interruption.
That's okay. That's okay. What happened is religion makes sure we don't enjoy abundant life. That's a very strong statement. But however, Mr. Mark and your team, I do not know if it's possible for you to make appeal for monies to assist those who cannot afford. So I thank you very much for this opportunity, and please stay strong. Continue to press forward. And I want to say something that's very encouraging to you. Your voice shall be heard, and we shall experience the benefits.
Thank you.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
yeah, and financial funding is one of the strong mechanisms that we're going to look at. Like I said, we want to structure it, because let me happen. The challenge is a lot of organizations in the country that focus on, who are an alternative to us, focus on small business development. They view small businesses as being making millions of dollars. But our definition for small business, what we call micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, are as follows. Micro businesses are any business making less than $100,000, $1 shy. They don't pay VAT. So that is our definition of micro. Small business is 100,000 straight down to $1 less than $250,000. And our medium size is $250,000 to $500,000. So you see, no business who we recommend make more than $500,000. Because we not find, they call us like a lot of making a small business. I hear people calling these big business, small businesses. I mean, hey, small business in our context, the Bahamian context, not American or European, is any business, and I have 21 years experience, making less than $500,000. So that when they structure funding packages toward us, they don't try to crush us too much and saying that, hey, we should be able to do this. No, we are micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. We will grow big eventually now.
Yes.
But give us the opportunity and nurture us like a baby.
Yes.
Feed us that bread of good love when it comes to small business development.
Okay, thank you. So I just want to like to show the showing about us. We want to give others to make their contribution, or to even ask Mark or Keith in their question. Somebody says, any information and counsel for specialized small business like a nonprofit? Let me go back to the chat and read what somebody just put. Any information and counsel for specialized small business like a nonprofit in the Bahamas? Can you answer that, Mr. Turnquist, or anybody else here?
Yes. We have one of our strategic advisor and our financial committee advisor. His name is Mr. Eddie Rule.
Yes.
I don't realize that he is the one responsible for developing our organization, because we are a nonprofit incorporated.
Right.
So we could, once you enroll in our membership, Mr. Rule will be able to quite comfortably be able to help you.
Yes.
Okay.
In addition to that, Mr. Williams, on our board of directors, which is chaired by Mrs. Alberta Rule,
right.
We have at least 2 directors who are also able to assist with forming nonprofit organizations. In addition to our advisor, Mr. Eddie Rule, who is fantastic, he has years of experience. We also have on our board, I'm a partner in a company called Druva Solutions. On our board, Mr. Nathaniel Benaby, Mr. Butler rather. And Druva Solutions is able to assist. But when you become a member of our association, you have access to any one of those advisors who would be happy to assist.
Okay, thank you for that excellent information. And so, like we said, we're opening up. Is there any other contribution anybody else want to make? Any questions you want to ask our guests? So we're talking small business. That's the backbone of society anywhere in the world. Small business. You know, let me share something with you, small business. A few years ago, as you know, I was a former BC employee, and as you know, I was working with Disconnection, for those of you who don't know, and the roads were all dug up. And I went to this lady to disconnect the light. So the ladies didn't say nothing to me. So I was surprised because she told me, well, do what I got to do. So I was taken aback. So I said, Miss, you even put up no resistance. So the woman said, no. She said, look out in the front here. And this was true. This happened on Market Street. The whole street was dig up. The woman said, the reason why, son, you meet me in this shop, said, my two girls, they done gone home because I ain't making no money to pay them, right? And as a result of it, I got to come in the shop to try and make $1 or $2 because I got children in school. So I'm saying to you, that's the effect of a small business. So that means those two ladies had to go home. What if they had a boyfriend or husband and one child? You see the effect? The owner of the store was in the store trying to make $1 or $2 to help her son who was off to school. So you see the effect, that's a small business. That show you the difference, right? I'm gonna go to the chat again. I see some questions. How to become a member? What are the minimum requirements? Somebody post that in the chat.
Man, the minimum requirements is once you have we would like for you to have a business license soon, but because we have a lot of members who are non-business owners who want to become business owners eventually. There's a small fee of $15 a month for business owners and $10 a month for a non-business owner. But you could join the business, our organization, any type of way you could join. Or I mean, it's just you got to be focused. We look at the business expo aspects, but we also, most importantly, look at the advocacy, because once we change the mindset of our powers to be in reference to small business development, everything will flow. I've been getting a lot of businesses, to at least 200 business a year for the past couple of years. The ones who listen to me stay in business. The one who listen to me, because there's a lot of things in business. Everything you make is not profit. Every revenue is not profit, because you need to turn it over. And I'll say a little joke. This is a grown man show, a woman show. The number one reason why a man fail in business, when you look at all the rigmarole, is that he don't know how to stop sweethearting. Stay with your wife or your girlfriend and stay focused, right? And do what's right in God's eyes. Another thing.
I agree with that.
Another thing with women fail in business. Women, I honestly see some of the stuff going on, but the most important thing in business why women fail is they like Gucci this and Fendi that. They love things.
You're matching toes, Mark. You're matching toes.
With a hairstyle and nails. Focus on keeping your business streamlined. Don't take the money out of your cash register. One time, one of my businesses who I tried to take over, because he couldn't even, you in a food store, and he couldn't even pay the bread man. And you know, if you can't pay the bread man in a food store, you finish.
Yes, you're in trouble. Okay, so there's a question in the chat. A question says, Mr. Dane speaks about assisting. Does this include for those who already get a grant to be assisted in getting small or big contracts? I'm a building contractor.
Well, I'll leave the grant aspect to Mr. Turnquest. He'd be able to speak a little bit more about how our organization may be able to assist in that, because I know we have some plans in that area. But in terms of technical assistance, we can certainly assist in that area of technical assistance. For example, we have several contractors or construction professionals who are part of our organization as well, experienced. And so assisting in terms of estimating, putting together an estimate or completing a tender, that is a part of our advocacy role. And certainly we want to push whatever is beneficial for our members. And certainly we would be able to provide technical assistance almost immediately for any of our members who joins and wants and needs that technical assistance. I'll leave the grant part to Mr. Turnquest.
Yeah, one of our mandates for our members is to seek local and international funding. And
Right.
it is based on a series of different avenues. In reference to, because what we're going to do is we're going to have grant funding writing to the
Yes.
Small Business Development Center in the States. We're going to contact the European partners and the union, and so they could focus on providing grant funding for our members. And we're going to focus on all type of Caribbean initiatives that focus on grant funding. Grant funding is a step. However, grant funding now is common in reference to the government. However, you need to focus on cocktails in reference to grant funding and loan, or grant funding and crowdfunding. If you're a business who want to have a great market growth potential, we also as partnership with Arawak X to give you all type of crowdfunding advice, because that's when you want over $1 million. So people who want over $1 million, who have high growth market, we can help you through the Arawak X market. Like I said before, we are international in scope, because I'll be our board, some members will be traveling later part of next year, looking at going to the Small Business Development Center in Florida and even to Europe, so we can make a case for challenging grant funding initiative. So they can see, once you have a small business act clearly defined, we can seek international funding that the central bank don't look at as money laundering. That's one of the big challenges we have. Because we have a lot of private, at least I have a lot of private organizations in the States, but they cannot get no money in here because they got to go through stringent scrutiny by the chamber, by the central bank, which
Yes.
we will soon have a meeting with the central bank to discuss that. Because once in fact, last month I was approached by a well-established business in the States who wants to give us some loans with simple collateral up to from $1 million to $5 million. And that's one of the avenues as an organization we're seeking to get that, so we can loan money to our organization once we are financially structured to do so. Because our organization, we have a mechanism in place eventually to lend loans and grants to our organization once you are a member.
Okay, somebody just sent me a message. Someone I know is in Miami, talking about they want to obviously through me, because I know them, to see how we can collaborate. Okay, so already it's paying dividends. We'll talk. We'll be in touch with that person in Miami to see how we can collaborate and have an arm of their organization in the Bahamas. But that's something we'll talk later. So folks, This is an opportunity. Someone says, good afternoon. Is there a location to go to seek your services? And do you have a price sheet for services? So I guess that's relating to you, Mark.
Yeah, but all of us, as I'm located on Robinson Road, right opposite Superwash, the main road. They call it Administrative Robinson Road. Once you WhatsApp me, the 427-3640, you can contact me. We also we establishing a structure called a Business Survival Program for our members, where we look at funding and non-funding services at a high price. So if I charge you, if you come to me, charge $500, the Small Business Development Center eventually will charge you $250, where we will. The Small Business Association Resource Center, we are here to give you full cooperation in reference to small business development, high price and training development. We have members who personally they offer services for $1,000. Once you become a member, it reduces the high price or close to that. So there's benefits to being an organization. Call me 427-3640, Mark A. Cherrington, an associate.
Right, and type it in the chat too, right? So folks, yes, you listen.
I already put in the chat, yeah.
Oh, excellent. So folks, yes, you're listening to this program, Transforming Lives on Global 99.5. We're sharing information, as you know, spiritually, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, in every area. We're talking about lives are being transformed, how we can transform lives. And today we're talking small business. I'm a big supporter of it. I agree with it. I believe it. And it has helped make a difference in my own life. Personally, I've seen the benefits of it. And we're encouraging, and we know everybody don't want to go into business. So we don't want you to feel guilty if that's not your calling or your desire, but we are sharing for those who feel a calling, a need to go into business. So
David,
anybody,
you remember you came to me a couple of years ago and I saved you thousands and thousands of dollars?
yes, sir. I remember that. That was
David
in the year 2008.
David came, my wife came to me to know if they want to get in a business, right? I told them I do a profit analysis, a break-even analysis, and all type of analysis to determine that was the wrong business.
That's correct.
To get into. So because he did not make that mistake, he had money to go in that business, Sunshine Shine Daily. So I have a lot of God give me a gift. I had a first small business summit in 2009, and after that I had a series of events that lead up to the march, because there's killing us last year. Now we have from a march to a movement, which is a 242 Small Business Association and Resource Center. And we put together a talent cadre of professionals like Williams and Dean and Sands. Everybody in the management team, and our executive own a business. And all of them are great. They know how to operate a business in an effective and efficient manner. We're here to help you. And not you're Jews who pay money cannot support our organization. Our organization is non-profit. So therefore, we look for grant funding from international, right? So we're here to help. We have two type of problems. We have a strategic partnership with a lot of organizations now. For Business Expo, we will have Business Expo to promote the business. Also, our number one priority is advocacy to develop the small business sector in the country. That is our focus. That's how you do sustainable growth. All right, there.
Okay, so folks, we're making this opportunity available. If there are others who wish to ask or to share, they have a question, or you might just want to share a little about your business. Hey, you ain't got to pay for this. You might want to share about your business. You can unmute your mic and say, hey, I am in this particular business, or this is the services I offer. Contact me at whatever. So that's free advertisement, okay? You know, I'm all about giving. So right now, unmute your mic and tell us what business you're in. And of course, we want you to be short on how Choices can contact you, because this is the services I offer. You can take that opportunity right now. Is there one? Go ahead. I see somebody trying to get in.
That's Oscar.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. I'm enjoying the show. You all having a transforming life, and I like every bit of it, and I was in the construction field now for the past 30 years, from I came out of high school, and I was able to get so far, I have my contractor license, I have my ads, I have my ads in the paper and stuff. My company name is Reliable Efficient Builders. I'm licensed for private firm. I'm really not really licensed under the government for government buildings and stuff as yet, because I had some little issues which never not to discuss, right? But I'm always available on I do layout, finish, all of this. My number is 4565005, 4565005, I'm available at any time. I do jobs, big, small, and stuff like that. And it's just, I'm also trying to promote my company. I was able to get a grant also, and I was the one who asked the question about I feel like just giving you the grant and not being a support, like it leave some of us hanging there.
Yes.
I just feel like you need a greater support to get more jobs. But I does my advertising, my word of mouth flyers, and then it's a lot of work I really did. I did many buildings right here around in Nassau, in the Family Island and stuff like that. But then things just became a little bit slow when the pandemic broke, because I was doing something before the pandemic broke and it threw everything right off. But I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged.
Okay.
Hey Dave, I'm now working. I got a grant from SBDC for Mr. Oscar Miller.
Yes.
And right now I'm trying to reposition his business so he could grow and go to the Bahamas Development Bank. You see?
Okay.
The grant is a little bit of money. All the grant can do is give you some tools to make you look pretty, because it goes up to $5,000.
Right.
structure your business in 3 years. You see, every business, when you develop a business plan, look at it for 3 years. Year one, year two, and year three. So I will determine how much money and resources you need for each year, and you can actually get a credit fund in which that a line of credit every year you could draw. But your business plan have to be comprehensive for 3 years, so the bank or lending agency can know that you're well serious about succeeding in business.
Oscar might need to be muted too, okay, Oscar? But I think we got
yes, sir.
Okay, thanks very much. So folks, yes, you're listening to Transforming Lives. Dave Williams, my partner, Jackie Gardner, not on today, but we're still talking small business. There are persons listening to us on radio. There are persons listening to us on Cable TV 974. There are persons on YouTube. There are persons on Facebook. I'm sorry I can't go to all of the medias to monitor them, because normally Jackie would ask the questions and I would be monitoring all the various other medias, okay? And so folks, are there anybody else who wish to share, to make some contribution, or maybe even talk a little about your business, or there's some questions for Mr. Dane or Mr. Turnquest? This is an opportunity for you to share. Okay, I guess my business people are.
Yeah, and I think about it, if they want to start a business, they can contact me, and then I will help them in reference to get them going, in reference to construction their what I call business, and I'll introduce them to the 8 M's of entrepreneurial success. Will be the best model over the years that can help them. So therefore, like I said before, when you get in business, there are 8 M's that you need to focus on. They start from the market, from the means to the mission, and to all the other rest. The money, the management, the marketing, method, and measurement. And you know what I did? I scare Williams. I told him that marketing is not an expense; it is investment.
Right.
It is an investment because once you have a market research program going on, focusing on who listen, or who watch, or who communicate with your organization through various means. Once you detect that, you can streamline instead of spending $100 or $20 on businesses that the people who don't listen to or whatever. You would know that, hey, 50% of my customers go on Facebook. 10% of my customers go to Instagram, 20 goes on Twitter, and then 20% of that listen to the National Guardian. I know that because I know exactly how to position my business every month. I have a business, I have a budget, and I just let it go where I make money or not. I keep on letting it go because 9 or 10 times that model, once you understand your marketing mix, your product, place, price, and promotion model, you will always make it in business because you will understand who listen to you and how you must use your marketing budget. You should always have a marketing budget. And once you have that, you'll always be successful in a sustainable manner.
Okay, right. So folks, if there's somebody else on might want to share a testimony, maybe share with us some of the challenges you experienced in your business over the years, or you might just want to just offer somebody advice. We are making this opportunity available for you. Or if you have questions, again, you can ask Mark or Keith Dane, or just give your contribution, your challenges. What were some of the challenges you face, in your business? This is an opportunity for you to share that.
And this is marketing. So people, you're supposed to be making a lot of noise, saying your business name and everything. For people who are not in business, I can help you in business. Patrice Wallace, are you in business? Stacy, Grace, are you in business? Michelle White, well, she's Richard Cooper. Richard Cooper, how come I hear from you, man? You in the business? David Pratt, what happened to you, man? That's your boy.
I know.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Turnquest.
Good, Denver.
Yeah, one of the questions I have, being in the general maintenance landscaping business, I would like to know what are the 5 reasons or there are more reasons why businesses fail?
Yeah, but that's a big time question. All right, you know why the businesses fail? And you know, that's why I directed my model to address all of that. They do not have sufficient amount of money, right? They want to look at $10,000 money they need, kind of find out they need $30,000. So lack of money. Another thing is poor management. Poor management. They don't have no, they don't go in business and don't know what a business is. They don't know what operation management is. They don't know the mission statement. They don't know the strategy. Poor management, right? The other thing is marketing. They don't have a marketing strategy. They're marketing, to different locations. They're out of line. And that's a big problem. You know, marketing is not an expensive investment. And of course, they have no structure, and that's our method. That's why I tell you this 8 M's. There's 8 reasons why business fail. That's why I did it. And of course, the method means structure. You don't have, although you are small businesses, you're supposed to think big. You're supposed to have a marketing department, even if you use the boss of all of them. Operations department, HR department. You put up every department, you go on Amazon, or you come to me, I train everybody in all of the management discipline. So you get training and consistency. And another one reasons why they don't have a good accounting system. QuickBooks accounting system is number one. I'm training QuickBooks training now for only $150 a month now to give it. So I will train the whole. I've been training QuickBooks for 21 years. So therefore, I get accountants don't like it because when you have QuickBooks accounting, you don't need to hire an accounting anymore once you go through my program. So once you contact me, I'll teach you that, and that's the measurement. You cannot manage what you can't measure. If you're making $10, how much of $10 you got to spend to make an extra $1? How much that is cost? How much that expense? Let me tell you the reason why a lot of business fail in the measurement point of view. You know, there's a cost and expense. People get mixed up with cost and expenses. Cost are monies you spend to buy inventory, raw material, or obtain a service to turn over to make a profit. That's different. So that is revenue minus cost equals gross profit. Now, take it makes it expensive. You can't sell expenses. There are 20 expenses that every time you turn that the key or your door, you gotta know what you gotta make. So this is a budget. You have marketing, you have insurance, you have salaries, light bill, water bill. See, you have to know your financial model. Right now, I know I have to make $4,600 a month for me to break even. Not to make a profit now. So I have to make, if I don't make $4,600 a month, win, lose, draw, up and down, it can be cyclical, right?
Yes.
But if I don't make it a month, I will not make a profit until I pay my bills. So like I said before, you need to know exactly how much money you're supposed to make every month.
Okay, Mark, just do me a favor. I gotta sign off the radio, but just before I go off, I want to tell folks, those of you listening to the radio and on the TV, there's an opportunity. Someone just sent me a flyer for a financial seminar tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I want you to be a part of it. Those of you can, the Zoom ID, and this if you want to look at I call it an overseas investment, okay? Led by Dr. Leslie McMillan. The ID, 355-217-1752. 355-217-1752. The password 104129. 104129. My cell is 433-6917. If I gone too fast, 433-6917. It's a free financial seminar. Just simply contact me and I will tell you how you can be a part of that tomorrow. Okay, for those of you looking at investing overseas, and it's all legit. Folks, you've been listening to this program, Transforming Lives on Global 99.5. It's past the time. Thank those of you who are listening via radio or cable TV 974-433-6917. That's my number. Contact me. We end the way we always end by reminding you that there's nothing more important than having that personal relationship with Christ. Not your church, nor my church, not your denomination, nor my denomination. We're talking about your relationship with Jesus Christ. Dave Williams, Jackie Gardner, Transforming Lives, Global 99.5, encouraging you. Have a wonderful evening and see you next Sunday, same time, same place. Don't you meet me there. You are to beat me there. Folks, we will continue on Zoom. We have now signed off live off the radio. And so for those of you, I just put an ID in the chat on a Zoom, and I'm going to invite you to be a part of that seminar tomorrow, or just WhatsApp me 4336917. I'll send the flyer to you. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. I am a part of it, and it's an excellent plan, and I recommend you be a part of it, okay? So I just want to
before I leave, you also have another board member, William Lunn is here. William, are you here?
Yes, I can hear you, Mark.
William is a great person. He does a lot of work with the young kids, and he will help a lot of people get in business once you're young. And William will deal with you. William, say something. He's the director, William Lunn.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I had some situations beyond my control to deliver, but I'm fighting for the youth to give them opportunities. I am here to help make them conscious that they have greatness within them. A lot of them are curses have been spoken over a lot of kids' lives. So what I try to do is make them conscious that they are valuable, they are precious, and that they are sons of the Most High, and that they can start their own business. And that's what I try to show the young people. I started a backyard farming programs, and I bring in various businessmen to give them opportunities. And that is my forte into all of this, empowering the young people.
Okay, thanks, William. Right, we know that you work with the youth, giving them a second chance, which is a wonderful program, a wonderful ministry. And I've observed your program, and I must commend you for it, because it takes a lot of time, patience, and I honestly must admit, the patience and the time you got with those young fellas, I must admit, I haven't reached it yet. So I want to commend you live on radio for that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So right. So folks, we'll be getting ready to sign off now. Is there anybody else, any final comments you want to share? I also want to remind you, next week, Saturday, because by the time we come on Sunday, God Spare Our Life, Jackie and I will be honored as part of the Dove Awards. That's next Saturday, the Church of God Auditorium, Burnett Road. And so for those of you, you can come down. If you can't come, the tickets are $25. You may be able to sponsor someone to come and support Jackie and I on this program. And there'll be a number of other persons being given awards. That's next week, Saturday, 5:30. My number 433-6917. Also want to remind you tonight, you heard Pastor Williams, our technician. He's beginning a Bible seminar at the New Anglican Seventh-day Adventist Church. And so he's inviting you to be a part of it, as well as the Grantstown Seventh-day Adventist Church. They're giving out free gifts to persons. Once you go there and you say to them, I heard about the program on the radio, now I come for my free gift. And they are obligated to give you a free gift. I won't tell you what it is. You go there and demand it. You have the right under the authority of David Williams, Transforming Lives. Say, I'm out here tonight. That's the Anglican Seventh-day Adventist Church or the Grantstown Seventh-day Adventist Church, and you get a free gift. I won't tell you what the gift is, right? Because if I say the gift, all kind of people will be rushing there. But those who believe in it will go there. So folks, I want to thank you. Is there anybody else want to say anything in this last 4 minutes before we sign off? Anybody? I'll pause for a minute. Anybody else? Any final words they want to say? Mark, any final words you want to say?
Oh, basically, like I said before, once you contact me.
Brother Lund. Hey.
Hey, William Lund.
Yes. Yes. I must speak with you. MUST 819 798. 819-7918. No, 819-37. 819-37. 98. Okay, 819-37. 98.
Okay, good. Just type it in the chat. Mark, what are those final remarks as we get ready to close out?
Yeah. Basically, like I said, our 242 Small Business Association Resource Center, we focus on helping everybody in business. So what you want to do now, and I try to work with a lot of people, is try to do your best to get a business plan ready. I know it's very difficult, but get that ready. And like I said, I can help you, but you got to put a lot of stuff. Like I tell my people who I work with now, you got everything I send in red, you got to turn it black. In other words, you got to do a lot of research, right? So basically, our 242 Small Business Association Resource Center is here to help you. All you got to do is WhatsApp me, 427-3640, or email me, mark@gmail.com. I'm also the membership chair, and I'll let you know exactly what's the criteria to join our organization. So thanks, everybody. And I don't know if Dean have any closing remarks.
Dean, is there anything finally you want to say? I think he might have left there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So folks, I want to thank you,
everybody.
Okay, go ahead. Right. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to use in this hour to be with us. You know, on Sundays, many people can do so many other things, but the fact that you took this opportunity, I say thanks. Once again, 433-6917, that's my cell. If you wish to contact me in regard to anything that was said, shared, you can always WhatsApp me, call me at that number, 433-6917. Thank you for listening in to the program Transforming Lives on Global 99.5, Cable TV 974. Every Sunday, 4 to 5, I encourage you to have a wonderful afternoon.
Okay, but if you're coming from